Sometimes you'll find that you need to craft a set of OKRs that line up with the goals that your leadership team sets. And it's our job to find out how we can align our goals with those goals. Alignment happens in two ways, either explicitly or directionally. First, we have explicit alignment, and that's when you take a key result from someone else's OKR and make it your objective. And in Measure It Matters, we call this inheriting a key result. Sometimes it's given to you because it's a leadership team articulating with their OKRs and they're saying this key result should be your objective, but often it's actually a mutual agreement that this is an OKR that I'm going to take. This key result is what I want to lead our team on. You're taking this milestone, this measurable thing, and turning it into your objective. And then it's your task to come up with the 3 to 5 key results that show how we get there. And there becomes a tendency when you have explicit alignment for it to be misconstrued with micromanagement. The purpose is to give a key result to a team to make their objective and let them craft the key results on how they expect to get there. The micromanagement trap comes in when you also craft the key results for them. When you have explicit alignment, you are giving a key result to a team to take as their objective and craft appropriate key results themselves. Next, we have directional alignment, and that's not where you're explicitly inheriting a key result, but it's when you're using other OKRs within your organization as a guide for yours. Being able to choose how you align your OKRs is a unique ability of the system. By choosing explicit alignment, it's more rigid, but it stresses strong alignment within an organization. By choosing more directional alignment, it's a little bit more fluid, but it really empowers teams to be crafting their OKRs from the ground up. Organizations will take advantage of both types of alignment. When it's more explicit, it feels rigid, but sometimes that's needed to articulate where you want your organization to go and how you want your teams to react. Fluid alignment, this more directional alignment, happens when you want your teams to be rowing in the direction that's been set by the leadership team, but you may not know quite explicitly how to craft KRs that can be adopted by teams. And so with OKRs comes this unique relationship between managers and employees. When an OKR is crafted and it's inherited, it really is up to the team that's responsible or the individual that's responsible to come up with those key results and to work with the manager to get alignment and commitment towards that these are the right ones. Which is why this system is going to really necessitate conversations between you and your management team and the people that work for you as well too. And why it's so important that the OKR system is transparent and for not just your team to be able to see what's happening, but all teams across your company. We're putting all this work into understanding the difference between explicit and directional because it allows us to craft the best set of OKRs that we can for our team. And it really takes the collective to get it right.